welcome to today's very interesting interactive session with Dr. Rajesh Chaudhary, who is the head of the research and development as well as consultancy and collaborative cell of I2 IT, which is called as Prahlad P. Chhabria Research Center at I2 IT International Institute of Information Technology, Pune. It's really an honor to introduce Dr. Rajesh to everybody. Dr. Rajesh has done his engineering from JNTU Kakinada, that's in Andhra. He's done his MS from I2 IT, International Institute of Information Technology, and has completed his PhD from Thailand from the Asian Institute of Technology. Some of his areas of research are GPS, space weather, and OpenGIS. He has been responsible for funded projects as well as consultancy under the Prahlad P. Chhabria Research Center. So today's session is going to be interactive, where it will actually be my honor to understand from Rajesh as to how research plays a role in our life, why is it important, where we stand today, what is the road ahead, many questions that we have for today. But let's start with one of the most fundamental questions, Rajesh. What is it exactly that the research team at PPCRC does?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thanks for this introduction. And yeah, so I'm glad to have here to be with you. And before this, I just want to say myself that that I was an alumni of I2 IT. So I think it's a proud moment when you come back to the same institute and you are again becoming faculty and you are taking good milestones of your career as well as the professional life, right? And also you are taking institute to newer heights in terms of R&D and consultancy works. Yeah, so going further, so yeah, as you said, 2018, I came back to India and joined I2 IT as associate professor here, and then I took charge of head research and development. At that time, we applied for some government grants, so especially the one we applied for Indo-ASEAN project, which we're currently handling. So it was in collaboration with two universities, one in Thailand and one in Malaysia. So Thailand was, of course, my parent university where I did my PhD, and then one of the collaborators during my stay at Thailand. So from Malaysia, so we three came together to put up this proposal to the government of India under Ministry of External Affairs. So this project was approved and sanctioned in 2019, and we started working on 2019. And the inspiration for this particular work was during my PhD days. Actually, the proposal which we kept is an extension of my PhD work, in fact.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. it does have real world applications as well. Okay.
Right. So if I just go back to the background of this particular project, so during my PhD, 2011, I guess, yeah, 2011, one big project came to our institute at AIT, Thailand, from US Asian Office of Aerospace Research and Development. Right?
Okay.
So at that time, I was just joined as a PhD student, and then I was very much fascinated because it was very much aligned to my area of interest. And even prior to that, when I was doing masters, it was on satellite communication space systems at Pune, right?
Yes.
And then last 6 months of my master degree, I was in Siri Pilani in Rajasthan, where I got to work on satellite system designing, actually, right? So we were designing a pseudo lights for the airport facilities. So from then, the interest continued to satellite to GPS.
Okay.
So then when in Thailand, when this project came, then I took this. Okay, this is quite in line with my area of the research, and then I took up, and then I requested my guide that I would like to work in this project, ongoing live project actually. And that time, this project was supported by US Air Force Research Laboratory and Boston College.
When you say it is a live project, it means that it is something that is being applied directly to the application. I mean, whatever research you are doing has real world live applications. It is not theoretical. Is that what? Okay.
True actually. So it means the idea was, okay, we were given some GPS stations over there to monitor the space weather events.
Space weather events. Okay.
Space weather events. Okay, so I will just give you a small background about what space weather events is. Like we all know sun, right? So sun undergoes through a solar cycle. For every 11 years, its magnetic field flips. So it means
Okay.
there is a cycle actually, right? Solar maximum cycle and minimum cycle. So maximum means your solar activities are increasing, and when it is a minimum, the solar activities are decreasing. So what does it mean a solar activity is increasing or decreasing? What it may impact to us? So if a solar
Okay.
activities are increasing, it means the sunspot numbers in the sun's photospheres are increasing. That means it is going to have more, active phenomena on the surface of the sun.
Okay.
That finally releases with solar storms, solar flares, coronal mass ejection, geomagnetic storms. So these are the effects of those particular phenomena which is happening on the sun.
And that affects the it affects our Earth's atmosphere.
Exactly, and it affects, if we come from the top level, first space station, and then avionics in the aircrafts, and then it comes to the below upper atmospheric, and all the communication signals. Like if you name any satellite communication, especially GPS signals, say, our satellites are located at 22,000 kilometer height, right? Or say somebody has launched in GEO, like our Indian orbits are there. Our Indian satellites are launched around 35 kilometers, say, like 1,000 kilometers. So those signals are interrupted when, because of these particular solar storms and flares and radio blockades. And just imagine if certain tons of energy is suddenly kept onto the power grids. It sustain it. It can't. So it will
burst, or it will overload, or it
will overload and it will collapse. So that's where the entire research lies into. That how we can monitor them. The first step is first to observe and understand the phenomena, how sun is behaving, how our ionosphere is reacting to that particular phenomena, and with that effect of this, or whatever the changes happening in the ionosphere, how they are going to impact our daily life. If we talk about our daily life,
so I have a question here. Now, when you're saying that every 11 years the magnetic field of the sun flips, does it mean that is this a phenomena that is being observed now, or is this something it should have been there for many years, from centuries?
It has been there for many years,
but haven't we able to still read it properly? Is that what you're saying?
True, because see, if we are saying any physical quantity, it is not nearby that okay, I can every day go and see the growth of a tree. It's like somewhere very millions of kilometers away from Earth, right? So it is somewhere in the solar system, and it is the center of our solar system. Say sun. Observation of sun itself is a major challenge.
Okay.
Monitor 24/7, right? What is happening? Yeah.
Okay.
So, and now the technologies have come to one level. At least now we can monitor the activities. We can say, okay, some solar storms are erupting, some solar flares are erupting, some coronation has happened. So at least that level we have come. Now but how we can avoid the impact of these activities onto human lives? Now the challenge lies over there. So for that we need a monitoring and forecasting systems.
Okay, got it.
And alert system to say.
Okay, so this is this part of what you all do at
right. So this is a project for entire Indo-ASEAN, right? The countries what we are participating countries from Thai universities and Malaysian university. We have jointly developed a prototype of Indo-ASEAN regional tech mapping. So tech is total Alcon content. This total Alcon content is a measure of how much turbulence ionosphere is undergoing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is an ongoing project. What about the other research?
Okay, so another project which we are doing jointly with, then again it is a bilateral international cooperation project along with IIT Bombay and then 2 Thai universities, and it is more on geosciences, and again it deals with the IoT part actually. Then how IoT can be implemented for GIS application, geolocation applications actually.
Okay.
This is one application, and then another. There are 3 more consultancy projects which are ongoing currently.
Okay. So do you have a large team? Do you have a team that helps you?
So currently we have a 5 full-time staff here at PPCRC, 5, and 3 are consultants, and 5 are our own students as an intern there.
Oh, you have undergraduate students.
Undergraduate students as an intern, and the best part is they are paid intern. It means we are paying them to be part of our internship program.
That's nice. That's wonderful, wonderful. But tell me something, Rajesh. When you spoke about students, you realize that research is not a big hit among youngsters today. Okay, they don't consider research as a hot career or something that they aspire to. It is something that falls into their lap either by default or something, it's not their first preference. So why do you think they're so scared of research, or why do you think
I
research is
think,
not
yeah.
popular?
Nice. So I think might be the young students have not really understood the importance of research. So I will just give
Okay.
you a small example, like how research is playing an important role in our own life, actually, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
the moment say okay, the pandemic is over, and after some months we are planning to have a holiday, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So okay, we are planning for a holiday. So as a family, we want to go to a particular location. So what are the things we consider into? So our objective is here, okay, we want to have a holiday in a particular
Holiday.
location, say particular destination we want to travel. So it is our
Correct.
objective to make a holiday plan for a particular destination. Now, mode of transportation, then we find, okay, whether we need to go by air, or we need to go by water, or we need to go by road, on road also, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
third comes, okay, what are the hotels in that particular area, in that particular
Correct.
destination, and what hotels
What are
suit.
the sightseeing locations? Yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
and
Correct.
what are the sightseeing location, and from that hotel, what are the nearby visiting places or sightseeing?
Correct.
What
Correct.
are what
Correct.
are the distances?
Correct.
And then
Correct.
we do a lot of Google, right? And then we see hotel reviews and ratings, and we
Correct.
keep studying those
Absolutely.
things, right? So this is
Correct.
what we are doing is a research. So knowingly
See,
or
that is
unknowingly,
so simple. So when you put it like this, it sounds so
exactly.
simple.
So this is what we are doing a research, means we have a purpose, we want to
Mhm.
achieve that, and we are using the various methods and the means to reach that particular outcome. So in a holistic way, if you see in a more scientific way, if we define a research, it is an innovative, creative, sustainable solution which we are offering for a global, regional, or local challenges.
Okay. Repeat that. Repeat that. Repeat that. This it is a
Innovative,
yeah.
creative,
Okay.
sustainable
Okay.
solution
Solution.
solution
Okay.
for a solution for a global, regional, it can be global level, like the space, whether it's a
Talking
global
about
level,
the global level. Correct. Correct. Correct.
then it can be regional level, means it is impacting us some small subcontinent level, some challenges are there in the subcontinent. It can be a local
Particular
level, like
region.
in
Correct.
a
Correct.
small
Correct.
NGO,
But then
a small institute, there are
why
some
are they
challenges
so
we want to
hesitant?
address that, and addressing those.
Yeah. But yeah. Sorry. But why are students hesitant about
Sorry,
research?
sorry,
Yeah. Could you? Then why are students hesitant about
ma'am,
research?
I lost you. Huh, ma'am, sorry. Could you please
Can you
repeat?
hear
I
me?
lost you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I said that why do you think students are uh, not scared, but they're not very keen about research.
I
I
think
think you may
now
have.
internet came, ma'am. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So why do you think that students are apprehensive or a little scared about research? They don't want to take it up. Why? Though, like you said, research is a part of our life. Even whether it's a holiday destination or choosing clothes. Even if you want to go shopping, you first will look at millions of clothes online. Then from that you will put in the basket. You will compare. You will. Then they're buying laptops. It's all research. That's what you're saying. Everything that we do is
Exactly,
research.
exactly,
So why can't we make a
exactly.
career out of it? Why are they scared to make a career out of it?
See, ultimately, if you work for any industry, also say, okay, so forget about R&D for time being, right? If you work for industry, so what ultimately we are doing? We are every day doing some innovative work, right? We are adding
Correct.
some value to the existing knowledge, right? So it
Correct.
means we are doing a research there.
So, like you said, or like you just said, that research is a part of everything. Whatever career one chooses, it could just be a simple data entry job, or maybe a programmer's job. Every day you learn something new, you apply your skills, you think, you improve. So research is an integral part. It is not a distinct or something that is different
Right.
from what we do in our daily life. It's a professional as well as personal life. Okay, research is a part.